I am Victoria McLean and welcome to my channel. Now, as you know, today is the Guinness World Records update on my Guinness World Record attempt for the largest Harry Potter collection of memorabilia in the world. This is going to be a bit of an emotional vlog. I hope you can bear with me. There's a lot of explaining to do. So for me, this is kind of where the magic starts. And I heard about it on Blue Peter. I was a bit of a child, so I still watched Blue Peter. I loved it. I loved that show. Didn't like watching the news, but I could watch Blue Peter. They were talking about the story by J.K. Rowling. I think she'd come on, I'd seen her do an interview years and years ago, and she was talking about Harry Potter and her book about Harry Potter, and they described like how much people had fallen in love with this wizard and Harry, obviously. And that it was an incredible story and people were just going completely crazy for it. And I'm not one for following trends. I know, you won't believe it, but I am not one for following trends, okay? If people say, oh my God, you need to do this, you need to do that, I will be like complete deliberate opposite. I ain't doing that. You can do it, but I'm not doing it. So I don't follow trends at all. However, something struck a chord with me with Harry Potter. The whole kind of orphan thing, being teased and bullied in school, wishing he was bigger and better than he actually was, and that wishing somebody would just come and take him away and say that he was meant for bigger things. I was severely bullied throughout my school years, primary and secondary, by pupils and staff. They would, for example, I'm severely dyslexic. I have ADHD, dyslexia, dyspraxia and SPLD. So I have severe learning difficulties. When I was in primary school, the headmaster would make me stand in front of the class when I made a mistake, and he would read it out, and he would encourage everyone to laugh at me. Now that might be you thinking that I'm exaggerating that, but a lot of kids in the school now come up to me that were in that school, and I still kind of know, they remember that, and it was horrific. And I ended up going to secondary school with a reading age of a 6-year-old. At the age of 11, I couldn't even write my last name, which was Whiting back then, W-H-I-T-I-N-G, and I couldn't even spell that. It was horrible. So I had a really, really bad time. Plus, if you have read my autobiography of A Girl Wizard, it's a play on words. It's meant obviously the boy wizard, but I'm the girl wizard. It should be witch, but I like the fact that it says wizard. This is available on Amazon. This isn't a ploy for you to buy it, but I'm just pointing out that if you read this, you will, I'm not going into it now because it's too horrific, but if you read this, I really did have a bit of a crappy childhood. A very, very, very abusive member of my family. Gave me a bit of a hard time, and my other siblings, unfortunately, as well. So there is a lot of stuff that isn't in that book that actually happened that both myself and my siblings have decided to leave out. But it was a hell of a childhood, a really bad childhood, and I went from having a really crappy time in my childhood, in my evenings and weekends, to going back to school and having a really bad time in school. So I was a very, very skinny child. I was very much a loner. I liked to be on my own. I managed to find my own coping strategies and get through life as best as I could. And my book, A Girl Wizard, available on Amazon. That's a plug. I really struggled. The book kind of shows you that it doesn't matter where you come from. You know, it doesn't matter what your background. It is where you end up that counts. That is it. It is where you end up that counts. And I just think the reason why I did the autobiography is because I wanted people to see that you can, no matter what problems you're going through, it can get better. Obviously not in every single circumstance. I'm not going to wave, I wish I could wave a magic wand and everything be perfect. And don't we all? But in my circumstance, and I know that there are so many people that can follow that as well, that if you really believe in what you want and who you are, then you can achieve anything. And that is what I wanted this book to do. I wanted it to be like a self-help book for people who were going through similar things. But I have people that have read it and they have come up to me or they have messaged me on social media and said, my God, your book has been a huge inspiration to me, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for making me realize that I'm not alone, you know, and that is what I wanted. I needed therapy afterwards. After I wrote it, I needed therapy to kind of, because I'd written so much stuff that I tried to forget, that I managed to actually kind of dig down and find all this information that I buried so deep years before, which obviously, of course I'm going to. And then obviously after I wrote the book, I did need therapy. Yes, I've written this book. Yes, I'm getting backlash from that member's family's side, but you know, I don't care. I'm sorry, it needed to be written, and if it helps just one person, then I did my job, and that is what I'm glad. So for those of you who don't know, back in September, I applied to try for the Guinness World Record for the largest Harry Potter collection in the world. Now, it does take a long time to get the ball rolling, to get them to approve your Guinness World Record attempt, as in just to go for it. So it was around the 16th of December, I finally had the all okay to go ahead and try for it. I had already booked a place to use, because how it works is you take all your items that you own. You can either do it in your house, but it has to be declared a public place just for that day. But obviously having a lot of items, I couldn't do that. My house isn't big enough. A lot of my items are in storage in my attic and boxes and so on. So placing them out for people to count is just impossible. So on the 3rd of January, during the school holidays, I actually uprooted all my items, took them all to a local club. I laid them all out. Good morning. For those of you, most of you don't know, I'm attempting the Guinness World Records for the largest collection of Harry Potter memorabilia. I'm currently putting my cards out. As you can see, I've got stuff everywhere. The back table is completely full. It's very cold in the room. I'm putting my stuff out. You won't see this until after it's all been done. But I wanted to do a quick video anyway. I am shaken, I am sick. This has been 4 months in the planning. On the stage over there is still some of my stuff. This is only half of my collection at the moment, because the rest of it is at home. I haven't got enough tables. This room is huge, but I haven't got enough tables. It's mad, I have too much stuff. I didn't quite know what I was doing, because the communication between the applicant and Guinness is very sketchy, because the fact that they don't have that much staff. So it was a little bit crazy. Throughout the 3rd of January, I outlaid all my items. Myself and a couple of other people were helping. On the 4th of January, the items were counted. Again, because the information was sketchy, we were very kind of unsure how to go about how we did it, how we were meant to do it. So, so the adjudicators did it the best way they could. And then on the 5th of January, I then packed up all my items from the local club, brought them home, but I didn't unpack them. Obviously I did my glass cabinet because I still have my vlogs and I wanted to look nice where I am, but it was a bit kind of rushed, as you guys have seen from the previous videos. It was a bit rushed, but I didn't unpack them. Anyway, once I informed Guinness that obviously we had a few questions. Obviously we weren't sure whether this was right and that was right. And they said, no, you needed to do it like this, you needed to do it like this. So, funnily enough, we needed to do it again. But it was okay. I didn't mind, because for me, I saw that the one on the 4th of January was a practice run. So again, trying for the Guinness World Records for the largest Harry Potter collection on the 27th of February. Again, took all my stuff up to the local club, laid it all out, but this time all by myself, as you can see from this video. Okay, as you can see, I look very tired. It is 2:20 in the morning. I'm done. But my God, it looks amazing. I love it. I'm so pleased with it. It looks so good. So let me take you around. I am so tired. After I laid it all out, finished at 2:30 or 2:20 in the morning, the day of the count, I went home and I managed to get a couple of hours sleep. Then the next day, then the adjudicators came in and they counted all of my items, obviously being filmed the entire time, so it was all done professionally. I was live on Facebook as well, so it was people could see that it was being done live, but it was a long time doing it all. Obviously, it's a lot of items. We counted 3,686 items, so it's quite a lot when the current record is 3,097. So we'd obviously done it, or we thought we'd done it. So as you can see from this video, there was still quite a lot, and still is quite a lot of items that I need to sort out since the last count. Now what happened then was all the information and the video gets bundled into a smaller file, that gets sent to Guinness. All the photo evidence from each item, that gets sent off to Guinness. The logbooks of like when we had breaks and so on, an inventory of all my items, witness statements from the two adjudicators, from the main adjudicator, headed letter on who they are and what they thought of the count and so on, a steward statement as well, and so on and so forth. All that information then, and obviously a letter from the venue saying that yes, the venue is open to the public and anybody could come and view it. That gets sent off to Guinness. And thanks to my wonderful friends at Museum Context who actually sponsored me to get it done quicker, so thank you so much. Museum Context are wonderful. They are a Harry Potter inspired chain of shops. You need to check out the link below because they are beautiful. It's like walking into Diagon Alley. It's amazing. They're absolutely amazing. Oh, and yes, a shout out to my wonderful close friend Miss Webb and her math class. So hi guys, I'm glad you watch my vlogs and in class of all things, okay? That's important. She's an amazing teacher. Me and Miss Webb have been friends since we were in secondary school. We've been friends for a very long time and her little boy is my godson. Anyway, back on topic. So hi. Also, you have to wait for the information to come back. Now, my one has been very, very different because not only have I been sponsored, but I've also been kind of, I've had the BBC behind me as well, kind of ushering Guinness to hurry up and come up with a decision, because not only BBC, but about 3 other news outlets, I don't know whom because I wasn't told, all I was told by Guinness was that there were 4 outlets in total, and one of them was the BBC, and that was the one they were working with. So, because I've had Guinness and BBC on the phone constantly, and Sky as well for the last couple of weeks, which has been great. They're really lovely. But because of that, obviously they have helped to kind of move it along. Now, as you guys know, on Thursday, that's my Thestral Thursday, that's why there was no Thestral Thursday vlog. The BBC came down to film, which was really lovely. The reporters were really nice, cameraman was really lovely, all the way from BBC Breakfast, so obviously it was on this morning. And then as I was being interviewed, somebody from Guinness came down the stairs, because I've got stairs outside my house and I could see them through the window. I got very, very nervous, very, very scared. When I answered the door, I was informed that my Guinness World Record for the largest Harry Potter collection was unsuccessful. "7 months of hard work. However,
recent events must be taken into account.
The Harry Potter franchise isn't alone anymore. We have Fantastic Beasts now too. my collection consisted of Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts items. So I can now confirm, and I'm so sorry to have done this to you guys, but I was told I couldn't say anything. I am the first person to hold the Guinness World Record for the largest Wizarding World collection. Official Guinness World Records title holder for the largest Wizarding World collection of memorabilia in the world. And here it is, my certificate. Oh, isn't it amazing? I cried and I cried and I cried. The largest collection of Wizarding World memorabilia consists of 3,686 items and was achieved by Victoria McLean UK as verified in Neath, West Glamorgan, UK on the 28th of February 2019. Officially amazing, which is so exciting. I'm the first person in the world to hold this record, and Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts is from the UK, and I hold the record for all of it. Oh my god, I have been trying to keep this quiet since Thursday, but I wasn't lying. I was told that I didn't have the record for the Harry Potter memorabilia, and when I was told, my heart sunk, and then I got given this, and it was like, oh my god, what is happening? What is happening right now? It's just like, wow. So yeah, it's like, it's amazing, and it's got my name right there. It's amazing. So thanks to the BBC for organising this, because to get an adjudicator down to present you with a certificate is £3,500. And the BBC have dealt with it all. They've done everything. They were here for like 5 hours yesterday, and Guinness were here. Sophia from Guinness, she was absolutely wonderful, and Connie, her assistant, was just to die for. They were such lovely people. I was interviewed as well by Guinness for their website and their social media. Of course, the BBC have done a load of things as well, so that's going to be all over social media today. So this is a massive, massive deal within the Wizarding world and within Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts. Even Warner Brothers have been approving and saying it's wonderful. So I'm like, wow, you know, this is like a huge, huge deal. J.K. Rowling, have you seen this? It's amazing. I can't stop smiling. I haven't been able to sleep in days. It's just been like, I just can't believe that I've been able to actually say it now. Guinness World Records title holder Victoria McLean. I'm a Guinness World Record holder. I might even be in the book. Oh my God. That's amazing. But the amazing thing for me was, I've made my kids so proud. But the other amazing thing for me was Asher in Mexico gets to keep his record because it doesn't affect his record. It's a completely new one. So I'm not hurting anybody. It's really lovely. It's such an amazing thing. But this will always be mine no matter what happens. And straight away, my son's school have asked if I will go and do a talk in the whole of his upper school on Wednesday. So I'm really excited about that because Harry's going to be on the stage with me. But my God, This is just the most amazing achievement of my life, but I'm so sorry I haven't told you guys. I'm so sorry I kept it from you. An embargo was put in place, so nobody could say anything. Guinness, Warner Brothers, BBC and myself, none of us could say anything about this record, about the results. So it's really, really, really incredible, but it's mine. It broke my wall yesterday when they turned up. I put it on my wall and there's a hole in my wall. Can you see? Just there. I can't help it, it was too heavy, so it sits on my fireplace now in between my wonderful Puking Pastels and Bubble Boy bookends by Noble Collection. I'll put the photo up as well. Best achievement of my life, other than my children and my husband. Best achievement of my life. For watching. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel, invite your friends, and also like this video and let me know down below in the comment section, what did you think of this video? What would you like me to cover? Until then, thank you so much. Take care. I love you all and I'll speak to you very soon.